recording and let us take a look. All right, what's going on here? Tell me, how long you guys been playing? What's the story? What's the story here?
So I'm playing since season 2.
Well, actually, hold on. Who's who first? Who's who first?
Okay. Me is ADC Swagshoot
Okay, yeah.
GG. Yeah.
Swagshoot, right?
Yeah.
And the other one is Paragraf, right?
Right.
Nice. Okay. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm playing since season 2, and I'm stuck in my progress. I hit diamond since season 5, but I quit the game because of tilt, and then I dropped to platinum. But I can hit diamond every season, but I can't get over diamond 3. I guess diamond 3 is the highest you can
okay.
reach. Yeah.
And Paragraf?
Well, for me, I've been playing seriously since season 4, I would say. So this is when I really got into ranked. Season 3 wasn't really serious business, and I've been mainly playing with a duo partner. I rarely play alone. I rarely play real solo queue, and that's why I mainly stagnated in platinum.
Interesting. Okay. And how'd you guys started playing together? Like, how long have you guys been playing together and stuff?
Oof.
Should be like 4 years at
Oh
least.
my god!
We played like over 1,000 games.
That's
But
crazy.
our synergy is like, I don't know, 100 games or something. Like, we don't have this much synergy, but we have played so much games, and it doesn't matter.
Interesting. Okay. So what do you think is the, why do you guys think you win / why do you guys think you lose?
Wait, one question. Is this quali only?
Is it bad? Is it too poor? Can you see it?
Kinda, yeah.
Wow. Okay. I think Discord has been having issues recently because everyone keeps saying the same thing. Can you see it now? How's it now?
No, it's okay, but yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I can see.
Okay. This is on max. This is on source. All right. I might have to find a different way to share my screen next time, but it should be okay for now, right? Let me know if it's like.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, we don't need the full HD stream to analyze the game.
As long as you can see the mini map, we should be okay, right?
Oh,
trolling. Okay, get back to this. All right, so yeah, what were we saying? What do you guys think is the how do you guys win / lose, or is it just like you guys just play so you're not really sure?
In general, or against this lane?
Like in general.
In general, playing for winning conditions, but so and don't fall into any winning conditions I get. I don't know, get farm advantage, get tower, something like the basics on bot lane, so nothing crazy.
So like what do you guys think you need the most to work on?
We have problems, issues in laning against pokes and against poke and trade supports. We're doing well against all in lanes, I guess, but against poke, we're sitting under the tower, losing CS, and it feels like we can't do nothing without the jungler. And
I think we have a hard time finding the opportunities we need to take to win the lane.
Interesting.
In cases like that, like playing like Caitlyn Xerath or playing against Caitlyn Vel'Koz, stuff like this, and then we have a hard time even as an all-in lane because we miss that one opportunity you usually get, and then it's just autopilot from there on.
I see. It feels bad, huh?
Even if we engage against these lanes, we're losing. I don't know why, but we're losing even if we all in against
Interesting.
poke. I don't know.
All right, so let's talk about this. This is the first thing we're gonna talk about because as a duo, this is definitely important. But let's just watch this sequence of events. All right, tell me what you guys think of this 5-second clip. Like, was this good? Was this bad? How do you if it was bad, how do you improve it? That kind of stuff.
Oh.
So what happened?
We lost the trade.
But how? You landed the bind, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but I was too isolated. So they got an isolated trade on me and could damage me pretty heavily before my lane partner could retaliate.
So there's
it wasn't in range for
there's
trap.
there's definitely there's definitely two ideas going on here. All right, so
Yeah.
I want Swagshoot to start. All right, what could you have done better when you see this?
I don't. More pressure. I should walk up and
Right here, let's
So-
say you can't get this bind with you being standing so close. We'll say it's not really possible, right?
okay,
You
that's-
can't
that's
like
right.
somehow teleport. So what do you think? There's a very common Caitlyn pattern where let's say, can you trap on every CC? Why or why not?
Of course I can, but if I'm not in range, like here, I cannot.
It's impossible, right?
It's right. It's impossible. I need to walk up earlier, I guess.
Well, we'll say like you can't. It's not in every situation. You know, obviously ideal. You'd be like standing here or something. Maybe you could walk up. Oh, sorry, not walk up, but you'd be here in time. But let's say you're not, because oftentimes, sometimes your support will find something, but you're too far away, right? So what do you do?
I don't know. I can't.
I said, come up with the most ideal solution in this moment, we'll say. And then we're going to try and turn it into some kind of knowledge. When this happens again, you'll know how to respond. So
I'd have an idea.
shall we would you like to call a friend?
Well,
of course.
I think in this situation, well, you can see it's impossible to like follow up on my binding directly.
Right.
But if you watch the enemy and you can tell they are going to retaliate on me because I'm isolated, you can prepare for this retaliation and try to like zone Misfortune or Nami, depending on who's stepping up further from damaging me.
That's not exactly what we're looking for here, I think. Although, you know, you have an idea where, you know, if a fight is breaking out, maybe we should help, right? But not kind of the right response we're looking for, I think. Like, how do you follow up on this? I think is really what we're asking here.
Yeah, I kind of played on autopilot. So if he lands Q, I walk up and want to trap and.
Wait, but you just saw that it didn't work, right? If you see that you walk up and you land W and it's impossible, she walks away, right?
Yeah, it's right. But
so let's
I played
rewind. What do you do?
I guess you played our matchup wrong, just in this case. Because
well, how does Caitlyn follow up? If you're too far away to trap, is there anything you should do
Q.
instead?
Just
yeah,
Q.
you should just Q, right? And how do we kind of know this beforehand? The idea is that, oh, can you land a trap here? Like right now, that's your timing for trap, right? If you ever play Caitlyn, you know that you don't do it immediately, you're not getting it, right? So that's kind of your habit is right now. It seems like, especially with dual lanes, is you feel the need to trap on everything because that's what your support kind of wants. That's ideal, but it's not gonna happen because if you're not in range, it's literally impossible, right? Like unless you're willing to flash for it because you think you can kill him for some reason. I don't think you can kill him here. Then you know it's impossible to land the trap. So you shouldn't go for something that is like kind of out of range with your traps. You know what I mean? So the real kind of idea is, oh, your only real follow up is Q. So let's watch what happens when you instead of going for the Q, you go for the trap, and then you know what happened because of it. What do you think? What was the fallout? Like what was the result? I guess.
Like we lost so much HP and they have sustain. We don't.
All right. So landing the bind, we would say, is good, right?
Yeah.
But then because
it's go on. Yeah.
So like this is the idea of we somehow turned a winning situation into a losing one because we tried to like force our follow up somehow, right? You can't like force a follow up. It has to be natural. Otherwise, force implies that you're trying to make something happen to the point where you lose an advantage, which is we hit him with the bind, right? So kind of ideas of following up on ADC is do what you can actually follow up on. Like if you see that he's looking for something, you'll have a preset of like, let's say my preset on Caitlyn is if I'm in range, I trap immediately. If I'm not in range, I Q immediately. That's it. Right? As simple as that. Something like that will really help a lot in these 2v2 lanes. And then let's talk about our support here real quick. Is there anything you could have done better?
First off, communication in general, call that I'm looking for binding. And I think I was a little far out in general. I wasn't staying parallel with my ADC.
Well, let's there's a more specific idea that is also habit based for supports as well. This is really important because if you play Morgana, this is gonna spell your doom if you're not careful. All right, I want you to watch.
That's a good thing. I'm just getting into playing Morgana.
This is good. We can fix these habits quick. All right, I want you to watch what you do here and tell me if he lands this Q. If he has a perfect response, he just Qs and starts pushing the wave.
Yes.
You guys win this still. All right, so watch what's going on here. What happened?
I'm still walking in and I'm still making myself an easy target.
Right. How do we know that on Morgana you never really want to walk up and auto attack?
Because there's like after the binding, there's literally nothing important I can like do in a fight.
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
Nothing. I'm not a champion after.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on here, but you definitely don't want to like auto attack them because you went from we caught them to now we're trading all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Even though you guys outranged them. Yeah. It's like what's going on here, right? So very much an idea of your roles in this matchup. You're like you have the right idea. Let's not trade. Let's look for bindings. But the execution might not be clean where you land a binding and then you run away. Or, I mean, if you think you can kill him, you auto-attack and ignite, right? But you can't kill him here. No. And then for ADC, how do you follow up? What's your follow-up before he does this, right? And it's not always trap. If it's too far away, you can't trap. Or maybe you can say something like, I'm going to net trap. But you'll know that if you try and do something and you're not prepared, it's not going to work, like ever, right? We're looking for some kind of follow-up that works 9 times out of 10. So you guys are looking at the right idea, but the execution just might not be there, right? For example, after we catch them, we don't want to walk up and turn it into a trade somehow. And if you can't land the trap, don't waste time by walking up to try and trap because it's never gonna work, right? You see what I mean? In terms of habits, something you guys could look at is how do we, once we go for this idea, what do we do if we miss and what do we do if we hit, right? And I think that kind of clarity will help you guys a lot because, like you guys said. You guys play with each other for a long time, but if you guys don't work on these kind of habitual ideas, the next time you bind someone, the exact same thing is going to happen, right? Speaking of which, wait a minute. Yeah, so you see how this is the exact same thing, right? So what happened here? You weren't ready for this, right?
I want to trap.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, so for the ADC part of it, right? Yeah. Remember, you need to know what you're gonna do before it happens. All right. So, if you want to say like, I need a flash trap, I need a net trap. You want to come up with something that works, but you don't want to come up with something that doesn't work. So maybe you just didn't know that if you can't trap immediately, you're not gonna get him. So maybe now you start planning around that idea of if he's not in range right now, don't go for the trap. You see what I mean? Right, so you guys have it's very much a you guys are getting the first part of it down. Let's land the binding, but then the follow up kind of is lacking here. I think from both sides, right? It's even like not just you, Swagshoot. Like what could have Morgana done better here? What do you think?
Anticipate the bubble.
Yeah, right. That's like their first response. Anytime 2v2 happens, they aim your ADC always. So you just hover over him, and then the instant she casts bubble, press E, easy. So that's the we have some kind of foresight ideas going on here, where of course predicting your enemy is going to be the number one thing you need to figure out, but also predicting your ally as well. Like, what do you do if XYZ happens, right? And that's the only reason why you guys are losing this lane. Is that you guys landing the binds, but the follow-up execution kind of is lacking. So definitely make sure you know when something happens. If you have something prepared for it, go for it. Otherwise, don't just try and walk up and make it happen, right?
Yeah, I think concerning this lane, both of us got like a little bit baited into the power of our winning condition, because we've been tilting against like Morgana Caitlyn lanes, and like how after of binding trap basically makes lane lose. So we think like if we can get this off, we just win the lane. But if it doesn't turn out, it
Right,
gets real ugly real quick.
Has to be clean. Like, I mean, if you guys have
Yeah.
been practicing this, you'll know that against an all-in lane, you try and do this against an all-in lane, they just go in on you, because
Yeah.
you guys are trying to force the catch, right? Sometimes you can only land Q off the bind. Sometimes you can get everything off, but it's not. You can't always get everything off. I think is a good point here. So let's keep going. Let's keep going in this lane. Actually, let's back it up a little bit. I think this part is going to be important. Let's watch this. All right, let's talk about this here. I think that since you are dual Q, this will be important to talk about. And if you can't get past that D3 barrier, this is also important to talk about. All right, so actually, yeah, do you know why we're watching this part? What do you think?
Because we have no vision on the map from our lane out.
Well, why do you need vision here?
Because we don't know where the jungler is.
Well, if the jungle comes out, are you guys fine?
If he comes out from like the Tribush, then we could have a problem.
How come? Let's say I'm playing Eve, I come out here, I throw a charm on you.
We both have flash. I think we are fine.
You guys are fine, right? It's easy. You want Eve to come and waste her time. She can't get level 6 if she does that. So we're fine here. So Eve's not really a problem here. Is there anything you guys should be doing in this lane besides matchup based? Well, I guess this is matchup based. It's wave manipulation based, we would say.
I have no idea.
So, have you ever? Well, actually, let's watch this. Are you guys having a hard time getting something done when? Let me see if there's a good example here. Okay, never mind. Let's just fast forward. I don't think there was an example here, but let's say they push you guys in like this. I know you guys base, so it's kind of a poor example, but let's say they push you in like this. How do you guys do something here?
I think we can't do something here because support is missing, jungle is missing, and mid lane is missing.
Right, it's hard to do something here, right? And there's no obvious punish. How do we get this guy? Right? Maybe she has flash. You can go for a flash binding, but that would be a good luck. Enemy jungle could be here. So pushing in is a very strong tool for the dual bot if you can get away with it, right? And get away with it is you can't die to the jungle. So if you can do this to the enemy, right? You see how like they're standing around here. What would you guys have done if they invaded red? And now all of a sudden it's hard to deal with, right? Because now your ADC needs to stay, but you need to go somehow stall this red without dying, right? So ideas like having lane priority is going to be really important in a dual bot lane, where you want to have the most impact on the game. Figure out how you can push and have Morgana roam, or even have Morgana just ward and come back, or even have you guys hide in these bushes and go for some kind of bait play, right? But you guys want to be pushing this lane out. And the reason why we know this is that if they gank, if this Eve ganks, can they kill you? What do you think?
If Eve is 6, maybe, but level 5 was.
All right, if Eve is 6, maybe, right? So yeah, definitely maybe level 6 you'll reconsider. But at this point in time, 0% chance. We would say just don't use Morgana bind, save the shield. You guys just walk away here, right? No problem. So if you guys can push against these kinds of trading poke supports, you guys mentioned you had problems against trading and poke supports. This is one of the classic ways to beat them without interacting. Is just push them in, right? So I don't know if you guys knew that, but pushing them in would be extremely effective. Actually, have you guys seen Have you guys seen my YouTube videos at all?
Of course.
Have you seen the one about pushing? I think I
Yeah.
was playing Saber.
Yeah,
That would be a
so-
good
yeah.
example, except it's not really Nautilus' catch, right? But it's a good example of what you can do when you push them in. And the answer is that you can do whatever you want. So if you can get away with it, you should just push, right? So how do you push as ADC? Besides, I mean, he's gonna black pool, that's fine, but how does the ADC usually push? Like in this example, like why did I bring it up here?
There are two types of pushing, so slow push and hard push. In this case,
you- Sorry, what were you saying? Keep going.
in this case, I just slow push because I only kill the minions with auto attacks, so I don't use Q. Because I was afraid about Evelyn, that's why I don't hard push and just slow push and build a wave.
Okay. So maybe it was just the fear of Evelyn, right? So
Right.
this is one of those ideas where if you can solve for the enemy jungle ganking you, right, then you can push. So you want to come up with something like, oh, if they come out, I'm just gonna EQ Nami and then walk away, and you'll be good to go. Something like that, right? You want to come up with something though, but definitely, okay. If you guys are afraid of the jungle, then sure, you can't push. I would agree. But in this case, what's the number one indicator that says you're fine?
If we have flashes up.
Exactly. So you guys are good to go. You should just easy clap, push, right? Definitely make sure that if they have a strong jungle and support combo, make sure if you can push or not. But in this case, Nami Eve is not gonna cut it against Black Shield. So you guys should be the one. You see how we should be the one pushing them in instead of they're the ones pushing us in. And if you can accomplish that, maybe Mork can even go and fight for Scuttle, invade, or imagine if she went mid and killed Lissandra. How good is that for the team?
Can you repeat? Sorry.
Imagine if she went mid and is helping Veigar. How good is that for the team?
Pretty good, I guess.
It's really good, right? You guys are winning super hard. So that's how you guys can win as a duo, right? So you guys might be missing some core ideas when it comes to okay, first, how do we make sure that our lead is clean? Because you guys had the lead and then somehow it it didn't play out correctly. But then once you guys get it, what do you do with it, right? So let's keep going here. How did you guys take so much damage? I totally missed that. Wait, do you guys have any questions so far?
No, not so far.
I don't either.
All right, so far it's just all laning stuff. Oh, that's feels bad.
This was
that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes it happens, Sure. Okay. Yeah, one thing to oh, this is an easy clap. All right, let's trade.
I don't think so.
Okay, let's talk about this. All right, this is very much you guys have. Okay, there's a common theme. There's a very common theme that we're seeing here. Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
What's the idea we've been talking about so far, I guess?
We have missed our main CC. And
okay, that's not great, but not the end of the world, right? What's the worst part of this 3-second clip? Oh, you're gonna die too. Oh no. Oh no.
It's tragic. Holy shit.
You guys have this set up, but the execution is not there. Why was the execution not there before? What happened to your execution before? Because look, the setup is great, right? This is easy.
Right.
So what went wrong? This is for Swag.
I can't land my W on.
Okay. So okay, so we're having a very okay. Let's. I want you to. So this whole fight, who are you looking at in this whole fight?
Looking at Misfortune, actually.
Okay, I want you to look at this Nami. All right, tell me if she does anything crazy. Does she do anything unexpected? All right, I want you to watch this. Did anything surprise you?
Bubble. It doesn't surprise me, but she landed a bubble and I'm dead. And it could have flashed. And
So why didn't you see it during the fight?
because I
Basic
only
tunnel
died.
vision.
Yeah.
Right, you guys have no idea what your enemy is gonna do. Essentially, I think that's
Yeah.
a common theme
Right.
we're seeing in these fights is that she's gonna throw a bubble, and neither of you guys are so focused on killing this guy that
Yeah.
you're just blind to what they're doing. Right, so I want you guys to shift your focus. Right, don't try and like make something happen. Right, when we're landing binds, okay, we just hit and run. Right, when we're doing these fights. There's no brain power needed to hit Misfortune, we would say, right? You just right click her and then land an ability if you have to, but you should use your from now on try and use your brain power to predict what these guys are gonna do. Right? It's nothing really comes as a surprise, we would say, in these fights, right? So for the ADC, you need to be looking at the support, and for the support, you should be looking at the support too, because they have the CC, right? And then I mean, you could say, hey, you shouldn't miss bind and stuff, but this is really the core idea we're seeing is, you didn't black shield him because you didn't know the bubble was coming. You were so focused on your ulti, right? And then he got hit by everything because he was just trying to hit Misfortune as much as possible, right? So you guys just need to shift your focus in terms of, do you know how your enemy is going to respond in XYZ, right? And do you know what you're gonna do on follow up for ADC specific, right? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, of course.
Let's keep going. Oh no.
To suck some hard candy and suck some dicks.
Well, T1 for the sub. What do you think? Is this similar or not similar to what we've been talking about?
It is similar, I guess.
Yeah, how similar? How similar? I want you to like, this doesn't exist for you, right? You guys aren't gonna win by having a 20 CS lead, 30 CS lead. It's more likely that this will happen.
Yeah.
Actually, 9 times out of 10, something like this will happen. I mean, we saw in the second minute of the game, we landed a Morgana binding, right? So don't worry about this stuff. I want you to focus on what these players are trying to do, all right? As the ADC. The same for the support, right? The support is even easier. Like that's all you do is look at what they're supposed to do. So
Yeah.
he needs to farm a little. He needs to put like 10% of his brain power into farming, but you need to put all your brain power into what the enemy is trying to do / what you're trying to do. So I think very much there's this idea of you need to read what your opponent is doing and don't worry so much about what you're trying to accomplish, right? Oh, you don't want to fight this guy, by the way. Okay, we're out. Sure. Oh, same problem, right?
I guess it worked.
Wait, it worked?
Yeah, of
I like
course.
What is this? What is this bind? Oh my god, he's binded forever.
It's like 5-minute AFK.
Wait, did you max Q?
Yeah, I did.
Ah, okay. So maybe now it's like, maybe it's because you're used to being able to do this out of lane. You don't realize that in lane, I think the Q binding is shorter. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it definitely
Right.
is.
So in lane,
I think
remember.
Morgana would be a lot better if it wasn't.
Oh yeah. So in lane, remember that your follow up is you want to trap immediately. Otherwise, it's not happening, right? So yeah, it's really, you guys have the setup. You guys, it's just somehow you guys screwed up the execution. So it's good. At least you have the core idea there. Now it's just, how do we finish it off? Wait, this Darius is trolling. What the hell? Oh my god, this Aurelia is trolling.
Aurelia trolling.
Oh my god. Wait, Aurelia trolled that so hard. Wait, she's actually gonna die if they're not careful. Oh, okay, this is really bad. Okay, whatever. Let's not watch that. All right, sure. You're okay here, I'm pretty sure. Very nice. Push this out. Sure. Wait, what is this? Let's watch this. Okay. Nami's dead, so sure. Something's happening. Very nice. I mean, we could talk about this. Don't worry about this for now. But is there anything you could have done better, Swag?
Hmm. I
There's a
could
thing. There's a thing you did here that was a bad habit on Caitlyn players or ADC in general.
using Q for no reason. I just
Yes, yes. Like, what do you do? Yeah. This like there's no reason slash. It's like cool. It's like style points, right? Okay. Sometimes
I wanted so badly, but
yeah. Sometimes it's kind of cool, but honestly, this is gonna get you in trouble later, right? Like especially in a team fight, you gotta have a 50 HP ADC, and you could have autoed, but you Q instead and he flash and heals and kills you, right? That actually happens. So
Right.
you definitely want to make sure that if you don't need to use it, if you can do something with auto attacks, do it with auto attacks. I think is a good way to put it, right? That was a good find by Paragraf. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, fast forward, being safe. Sure. Okay, hold up. What's going on here? Okay, trying to help. I don't know what's going on here, but you guys are face checking. That's kind of awkward. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay, that's not the worst. Eve is here though, right? This is not a chase. I mean, okay, let's talk about this. All right, this is a concept that you guys need to definitely need to do. So, what are we talking about here? What do you think? Both of you guys are doing it. Let's talk about this.
I mean, mid and jungle could have engaged on us already, so we have no vision there, and tunneled on helping the team.
Yes, right. Right. So you guys are remember. This is the common theme. You guys are trying to do something. You have no idea what the enemy is gonna do.
Yeah,
Right,
we're not respecting the possible responses.
Like this is the most common. Like this, she's playing Lissandra, right? How
Yeah.
obvious is Lissandra just goes over and Eve is next to you, right? This is like the most common thing. You can't say Black Shield saves you because not only is
Yeah,
it
it
far
doesn't.
away, but
It
it doesn't
doesn't.
save you. Yeah, it doesn't save you. So very much a idea of you. I want you to focus like this. I want you to think that if you want to get something done, you have to make sure they can't screw you first. Because if they screw you first, then you can't get your thing done, right?
Yeah.
So something like they're over the wall here. I mean, you go Safeway, right? Or you have a pink ward. I don't know. You got to come up with some kind of reason that they cannot go over this wall. And same for you. Same for you. Paragraf is they're not just gonna flash on you from that small bush, right?
Yeah.
So there's just too much. There's too much focus on trying to make something happen, not enough of trying to predict what they're gonna do. I want you to think. I want you to kind of make a habit of only thinking about what they're gonna do. Like this, you see that follow up, right? How much effort did you need? How much brain power did you need to press Q there?
0.
I would say 0. That's like your instinct. It's just okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's brainless. So all you need to do is like think of where's Eve. You saw how my first reaction is. Eve is still here, right? This dude is right behind you. Are you ready for this? Is the question. So that's the stuff you guys want to be looking at overall, right? So specifically, we would say in lane, what CC are they going to throw at the ADC, right? And out of lane, where's the enemy team, right? You can't fight this, by the way. All right, keep going. Sure, we can. Okay, this is kind of awkward. Sharing mid is a no-go, but you need to go bot. Okay, good. You go
Just a
bot.
question.
Yeah. What's up?
In this, can you go
Oh, back
like
it up. You want me to
10
back it up?
Yeah.
Like here?
Yeah, right. I guess. Never mind. Eve is dead. Okay. So I can go bot because Eve is up, but she's dead already.
Oh yeah, she
Never mind.
just died. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
for ADC, the fast way to do it is, I go bot. Who can stop me? You see Darius. Mid is here. 2 people. It's just misfortune, right?
Yeah.
You're good to go. So
Okay.
And I mean, you could say you're trying to help get this, but honestly, you probably just want to push bot, right? You guys are using a good amount of time trying to do this, and you guys didn't really get enough out of it. So, but it's probably not the end of the world as long as you end up going bot. I think is a good idea.
Okay.
You just now lose. You could have had time to base, but you can't base now, right? You don't want to base here. Okay, let's talk about this. This is important. So why did I say you can't base here?
Because
Right here.
because I missed the window where I could back.
Yes, and well, I mean, okay, why did you miss the window? Like, why is this part important?
Because I went mid and I don't walked immediately the bot lane. So and Nami and Eve are up now, I guess, and Drake is up, so I can't go with.
Okay, Dragon is up, right? Let's pretend Dragon doesn't exist. This is still not a good idea. Why?
Because they're pushing mid, and we can respond because Vega is base.
Oh, Veigar is getting there, right? He's on the way.
Okay,
I would
then
say
I
he'd
have
get there in time.
Okay, then I have no clue. I don't know.
Lusting, thank you for the sub. All right, I want you to watch this wave. I want to watch this cannon wave on the mini map. All right.
Okay.
Let's fast forward a little bit.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Misfortune saved you. What would have happened
Yeah.
if Misfortune didn't kill it?
Yeah, it was slow push into them. And
Yes.
it was whole 2 waves.
And then if she picks it up, this becomes a massive difference, right?
Right.
So you can't base if you're losing minions and you have a choice. So if you say, okay, this Rengar and Talon are 10 and 0 with Pantheon ult, and your whole team is topside, fine, give it up. But in this case, your whole team is bot side, right? And what's the support's job here? What do you think? What's the support's job here?
Cover my ADC with vision.
Yeah,
So he can actually take the farm.
If he
and
needs
doesn't get
you,
one shot.
you gotta be there. Exactly. You gotta take control of this tri-bush, and your jungle's here, so it's perfect. So yeah, that's the idea. But I mean, since he based, you know, you can't really do that anymore. That's fine.
I mean, if I wasn't playing so much on autopilot, I would probably just hide in a brush behind them and wait for someone to come.
Yeah, exactly. That's perfect, right? That's actually a really good way to play Morgana. Is the counter play? Oh my God! Look at this mid lane play. Wow, very nice. Very
Insane,
nice.
insane
That was-
ADC.
oh my God, you guys are so good. Wait, all right, that was pretty good. Okay, your Aurelia's going bot, so you go top here, right? They don't need you mid, so you go top here, right? So I think a main idea for you, Swagshoot, is there's a lot of Diamond 3 barrier ideas we're seeing here. Like you said, we couldn't get past Diamond 3, and many of the Diamond 3 players that feel like they can't get to Diamond 1 or Masters, they all have this problem. So it's not just you, all right? Stuff like clean follow-ups in lanes, stuff like mid-game ideas, like we need to be pushing our lanes out, right? Stuff like the map awareness, where you need to be predicting what the enemy is doing rather than focused on what you're doing. You guys have played this game for years, right? You know what your champions do, but how come you can't do the same for these guys? It's not as obvious, right? Have you guys ever played chess?
Yeah.
So have you ever like been so focused on trying to like make your move that they surprise you with like a really good move and then you lose?
At the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, right. It happened a bunch because you're not really sure what they're gonna do. So that's definitely the same idea in League. Okay, so some kind of disaster happened, but you need to push top. That's fine. Earlier it's covering mid. I mean, you might as well be here too. Okay, well, let's see. I mean, I guess you could say you're afraid of Eve, but if you can fight Eve, what should you do here?
If I fight Eve now, in this case,
Like, what's going on here that we saw before?
You don't watch the wave. You take bot instead of pushing out the wave.
Right here. We need a. It's not pushed out, right? I want you to think
Right.
your job in this lane is not done unless it's into their tower. Right.
Okay.
Otherwise, that's why you have no. That's why you're not having any income here. In fact, our income is coming from taking wolves now, right? And now your jungle's like
Not ideal.
Let's go. Yeah, not ideal exactly. If your jungle is like
Okay.
Kha'Zix or Eve, we got problems. So you need to push this out. And the reason why I said, if you can fight Eve, which I think you can here, that means you can push this out and fight her off, right? You can say, oh, you're gonna trap and then E trap and then flash and whatever. But you need to not give up this CS if you have a choice. Okay.
Okay.
That's the main problem you're having out of lane. You see, oh, you're doing it again, right? Where It's not pushed out, so we have a problem.
Yeah, I kind of want to help there, but I guess I can't help. Yeah.
So yeah. You need to push it out, like actually push it out, right? Like you see their team, you see where their team is, right? You can push and run immediately, and you're good to go. And now, if Misfortune doesn't get it, she has the same problem, right?
Right.
So, but because Misfortune isn't really afraid of losing CS, I mean, I don't know if she knows what's going on, but she's not losing anything every time this happens. So she can just help with no problem. Like your team is buying you time to push this out. We're not like trying to fight here. This is not like we're fighting this to win. They're like stalling so you can push it out and gain an advantage over Misfortune. Right? You can look at it in that sense, but yeah, this is kind of doomed, huh? Well, it's doable. Okay, let's take a look. So, what do you think?
I didn't respect Eve and just run away.
I'm literally selling
What?
my ADC.
What champion are you looking at here?
In this case, Darius. But
Yes,
I should watch
Darius.
at Eve and
Remember,
maybe
how much
Fortune
brain
play.
power? How much brain power do you need to follow up on this dude that can't move?
0.
Zero. Okay. Press
Yeah.
W. You look at everyone else. All right. So this is your main problem: is you're trying to like you're so focused on what you're trying to hit that everything else is like blind to you, right? Like watch. I want you to watch even Misfortune here. Right. What champion are they looking at?
Sejuani.
Okay. Yeah. Misfortune is looking at Sejuani. She's boosted too. But look at Eve. Look at Eve.
What do you mean with 2?
Look at Eve. Look at
Wait,
Eve.
wait a second. What the fuck?
I'm just kidding. Don't worry. Like if you can do this, if you can actually work on this, you're much better than everyone here. I promise. If you guys can do this simple idea over and over and over and over again in every game, you'll be literally a step ahead of these guys, right? Like these guys aren't doing this either. So I shouldn't say boosted. That was rude. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No problem.
But look at Eve here, right?
Yeah.
Like what is she doing here? She's just pressing Q on your face, and yeah, that's kind of awkward, right? You know.
Yes.
And
I still flash up. Holy shit.
you see how like I want you to watch your support here, right? Look at all this follow up we could have had if we stay alive.
Yeah.
Right, this is Stoney here. This guy had to run away, otherwise he's getting ulti. These guys had to leave. You know, this is a really good play. This is gonna be Baron, but somehow the execution is not there. Part of it is because I don't want to say part of it. I think most of it is because you're not paying attention to what they can do. Right? I want you to think preventative is number one. Right? Prevent them from killing you, ganking you, whatever, and then try and do what you guys want to do. Right? And that's kind of the ultimate problem you guys are having overall. Oh, that's really good. You push this out. This is really good. So you just see what you're doing here. Do this every time before you do anything. And you see what your ADC is doing here, right? You need to be here. Right? What's going on? What's going on in this picture paragraph? Let's talk about this. This is important. Let's talk about this.
I mean,
Where does the support need to be?
I should stay around my ADC because if he's alone like this, he's just on a silver platter, and I'm fucking around with the team doing nothing really.
Well, why is this nothing over here?
There's just nothing going on. I'm not even putting any deep vision or something. I'm just staying with the teammates.
Right. And what side of the map do you need vision over?
Well, since the dragon is down and Nash is up and my ADC is on top lane, I should get some vision for the top side.
Yeah, there's zero reason for there's literally nothing going on here. But
Yeah.
all the action is gonna happen up here, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know where you're going. Like you're trying to stop this Misfortune, but once Misfortune bases, you guys just you need to go top side, right? So like I don't know what's going on with I think you're like trying to mess with Darius or something. But
Yeah.
remember, your number one goal is make sure he's okay, then run with your jungle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And try and get wards down, and that's how you will be able to impact the game the most. Instead of the fighting is not bad, right? The mechanics aren't bad. It's just the ideas at work. Oh my god,
Yeah,
this
the
is easy.
plans.
Let's go, baby. Oh, that's not working. All right, that's fine. Let's stop. What the hell? Okay, that's not your fault. Let's run, guys. Okay, we gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this. All right, so what's about to happen in the next 30 seconds here?
Lissandra
you
will,
guys-
Lissandra will roam from the top side to mid lane. Eve will engage, and
Yeah.
it's like 4v5.
You guys all
and
die,
we are
right?
losing.
You guys
Right,
4v5, yeah, 100% dead. Oh, let's say it's a 4v4. Let's say Lissandra doesn't come. What is Lissandra doing?
Pushing top, so we are
Yeah,
losing
so,
tower. maybe.
yeah. So I don't know why. Yeah, you guys don't want to be sieging. You guys need to immediately leave, right? And make sure she's not pushing that top tower because you got problems now. Where if she was hitting that the whole time, it's not easy for you guys to go down there without them going to Baron, right? So
Right.
I want you to think preventative, always, right? When I see this, you see Lissandra's pushing top, and you're like, this isn't working. The ADC needs to go top here. Unless they start chasing, then you can come help. But you see how like it's not really your job to be mid here, right? Remember, your job is to make as much money as possible. How many items do you have?
Like 2,
Yeah, you have 2 items. So how many would you really like to have before you start doing stuff?
3.
Yeah, I would agree. 3 is a really good.
2
three is really
items
good.
and FTH share.
Yeah, I mean, hey, more than 3 is even better, right? Then you have even more control over the game.
Right, I take it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh, what's going on here? Let's take a look. Oh my God, they're doing it. Oh, you can stop this easy. Let's go. Oh, nice try. Okay, we can kite. That's fine. That was a good try. Sure. Okay, you still need to run, my dude. He's gonna. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't flash on you there. Oh. Oh my God, are you out? Oh my God, you're out. Oh, you guys are smurfing. Wow. He's going over the wall, by the way. Oh.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, so let's I mean this is not bad. It's not bad. Do you think you guys can improve on this? Because you guys are doing the right idea. We need a kite, right? We need to kite it out.
Right. He was talking about Darius Flash.
Yes, there is flash, but no.
But I was prepared, and also I was prepared for my flash as well. So
Good.
So I guess I can take this risk in this case.
Okay, I mean, hey, if you think you can do it, I think that's totally fine, right? There's a bigger problem here, though. Yeah, I'm gonna...
Working up again after.
I want you to tell me who you're looking at in this team fight.
Right now, it's Darius.
Yes,
in this case, should be Lissandra now, I guess, because
right. It's like
it's brainless to take Darius, and Lissandra is coming from top. So
right. So this is a lot harder. I think that there is a lot of brain power needed for this. Like you said, you need to be ready for his flash or his hook. So you're right. There's actually a lot of brain power needed for this, but there's always going to be someone coming in from the side, right? So it's not that bad at all, right? It's just we have a similar idea here where this dude just walked up and he had no idea.
Should I flash to the wolf pit?
No. I mean, if you flash the wolf pit, you can't get out anymore, right? And there's coming around, and then we got problems, right? I would just not go for this, right? You know, the idea is the kind of plays you want to be looking for are, you know, almost guaranteed to work. Otherwise, you kite it out until they do something stupid. So I would probably just keep running, right? Or I wouldn't get close enough for this flash pull to be a thing. So, but I think, I mean, hey, you guys played this fine. This flash out was really good too, right? And then this Morgana, like you guys have really good plays. The only like the big thing to really fix is, you know, do you know what your opponent's gonna do? And that'll fix a lot of what's going wrong, like execution / map awareness stuff / you know, ganks. Those are like,
I guess that's gonna like subtly improve our plays as well.
Yes, exactly. It's like you guys have. It's not like really one main problem you have. Like, oh, you guys only need to work on map awareness. No, it's more like the overall theme of everything that goes wrong is, do you know what your opponent is gonna do, right? Not everything. Okay, you know, you gotta push your waves out, right? As an ADC, but most things, I would say, most things are stemming from that idea. So okay, let's watch his defense. Oh,
I didn't think she would go for this claw.
oh no. Eve is coming from the back. Okay, this is a solo queue dive, right? Solo queue dive is winning for the team that's defending. Oh, let's go. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's okay. Now let's see what Paragraf's doing here. Let's watch. Oh, that's kind of awkward. I mean, you know.
Yeah, tunneled on the Darius because he was still in my ult. Felt like stunning him would be more important than it actually was. This like I didn't think she would take this claw. This was like not on my screen.
Yeah, I think that's
claw
fine.
flash.
I'm more looking at, you know, if you looking for this bind makes sense, but I think it's fine, right? I think it's fine. So this fight is not bad. I don't think this is something you guys need to worry about, right? I mean, you guys are successfully stalling the game, we would say. Oh, hold up. Oh, it was a successful stall, I think. Almost close to success. Well, I think oh my god, you actually destroyed this guy. Oh baby, don't ulti that. Oh, you don't have enough damage. That's fine. Just push mid, sure. That was clean as hell. Did you know she was coming though?
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, okay, very nice.
But
push this out. We need to talk about this still, right? How far do you have to push out? I think from now on, both of you guys need to be looking at this idea, all right? You need to help him push this out, and then he can base. Otherwise, he can't scale. Look at this.
We basically have the same problem, and just have like two perspectives on it.
Yes, exactly. Look at this, right? What is Misfortune and Caitlyn CS here? I don't know if you guys saw. Let me see if I can pause it here. What's the timer of the game, and what's the CS?
Which is disgusting. It's like 8 CS in the minute. Well, 7.
Right. Well, yeah. It could have been. You had a lot of time. You could have been 10, right? Nothing. No disasters really happened for you. So we definitely could have been. I don't know. Maybe finish the QSS for sure. Okay. And then this looks like a nice fight. Oh wow. Okay. Are you out? Oh, here comes Eve. Oh my God.
Phantom Dancer OP.
Yeah, actually,
Nerf ADCs.
Actually, OP. Well, we can talk about this fight too, I guess. Because what do you think? What do you think I would say here?
Same idea. I was watching at Nami because she was catched and I was auto attacking and ignored Darius.
Yeah.
So and
exactly.
easy. So
exactly.
yeah, same thing.
This is the habit. Okay, so you know it's easy to say, hey, don't look at the guy you're hitting. So here's the habit that helps me the most. When the team fight breaks out, I want you to look at all the champions and not at the guy you're trying to hit. Right? And that'll help you the most. Anytime a fight breaks out, look at everyone.
Okay.
Right? That'll help you the most. And then for support, right? You're looking for who am I supposed to black shield here, I think. Let me see. Definitely not the Sejuani, right? We want to be like your job is like if you play like Morgana, Nami, Janna, whatever, and something that can peel. You want to target
like
something to peel.
Which one is the peel has the most value.
Exactly. Like let's say you play Braum and the enemy team has a Twitch. Every good Braum player will say, I'm saving this shield for the Twitch ulti only. And then Twitch comes out, he jumps to the closest guy and shields. Bam, easy counter, right? For you, what's the example here?
Well, mainly in this game I was focused on like simply blocking like Darius pull and Lissandra ult, but I think in this case it would make most sense to put the shield on Aurelia so she can go in.
Well, what are you targeting? What are you targeting here? Because I think that's more likely to be wasted than not if you just shield her and then she goes in.
Yeah.
Let's say you shield Aurelia, and Eve comes around and kills your ADC,
Yeah.
or Eve comes around and kills you, I guess.
Then would be wasted. Yeah, and that's what's happening.
So what should you target your shield for?
Yeah, mainly
exactly.
like countering Evelyn, because I can watch a
Yeah.
team fight, and if it's like really drastic or something, I can still use the shield, but Eve's
Yeah,
invisible,
exactly.
so I have to be prepared for her.
Yeah, we just wait. I mean, maybe if it's like super obvious Lissandra's next to your ADC, okay, we gotta
Yeah,
shield
then
him. Sometimes you
I
have to do
would
it.
try.
Yeah, but your game plan would be perfect binding, look for Eve, and then this is how you solo carry a team fight as support, right? And then
Okay.
because you shielded the Sejuani, you see how she just like one shot you, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's kind of awkward. And she still has ulti. This Eve could have flashed on you, by the way. Wait a minute. She didn't have ulti? She definitely had ulti. What's going on here? What?
I don't know.
You see how like that's my oh my god. You see how that was my first instinct, right? Was Eve is gonna flash ulti me. That's what I want you to focus on, is stuff like that. Right? I want you to think what are they gonna do to try and kill you? Right? And don't worry about the attacking part of it. You play this game so long, like this is why the first thing you learn is what can your champion do, and then you guys are really good at that now. Now you need to make sure that you know what everyone else is trying to do, right? I have no idea why she didn't kill you there, but that was interesting. Okay, and then let's see the next fight. Wait, what happened here? Oh, team trolling. That's not your fault. How did this happen? Oh, they're chasing someone. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, it's okay. It's not you guys, so. Wait a minute. What the fuck is going on? What am I watching? If you net for this guy, you can ulti. Fine, it's fine. Oh, this oh my god. Okay, we're good. Good stuff. You're doing good.
It's D4, by the way.
You're doing good. Oh, you know what I'm gonna say here, right?
Yeah.
All the way. All right. I need you to push all the way. And the only exception is if you're gonna die. Okay. That's what you need to be doing right now. Okay. Now let's see what's going on here. Oh, hold up. What the hell? Okay. You based. What happened to your team? I mean, we could talk about this, but like, is there anything you should be buying besides this pickaxe?
I want to buy Last Whisper, but it was
too expensive, right?
Yeah, right. Because I thought it's 1,400, but actually it's not.
Yeah, 1450. Unlucky.
Yeah. So it was Last Whisper was my goal, but
well, against these against Eve, Rengar, Twitch, what do you want to buy? The support, everyone on the team.
It's not the GA.
Yeah, it's not a GA, right? It's what is it? I mean, a stopwatch would be acceptable, I would say, instead of a pickaxe. But what do you need to buy here for the team?
I don't. Darius was the main problem. That's why I want Executioners and Last Whisper.
Wait, there's something. There's like a what's a 75 gold item that nullifies Eve's approach?
I don't know.
Do you wanna save him, Paragraf?
Yeah, it's a pink ward.
Yeah, it's a pink ward. You need two
I'm
pink
a support,
wards.
I know what I'm talking about.
Support needs 2 pink wards. You need 2 pink wards. Support's 2 pink wards. Okay, 1 on the Baron and then 1 for Eve. And you're the same thing. One near the Baron, 1 for Eve, right? And the instant Eve is looking for a commit, everyone puts their pink down, right? So that's I mean, like, it's hard for you to play the game if you don't know where she is, right? Oh my god. Okay. Nice try. That's a good try. She actually does a lot of damage, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can killer, but no.
It's okay. I'm not too worried about this. Okay, you could say it's like the same idea, but damage is less obvious to keep track of than CC, right? Like bubble and stuff like that. So I'm not too worried about that, right? That's not like a big problem. That's like a that's something you don't see often. That's like a, you know, ADC versus ADC matchup idea late game, or bot lane versus bot lane matchup late game. Like if you ever tried to fight a Kog'Maw, you would know what I mean, right?
Right.
If you have a Blitzcrank and it's 6 item, you fight Kog'Maw. I mean, I've fallen for that before. I'm like, oh god, why did I do that? But I'm not too worried about that. That's not that bad.
Okay.
It's not that bad. We're more worried about like the laning and mid game stuff, right? Oh, nice. This is really good. At least your awareness in this one is really good, where you knew the claw was coming, right? At this point, the game's too far gone, so it's okay. Sometimes it happens, right? So, in short, it was very much ideas like mid game map awareness, being able to push out, and laning. I think were the 3 main points, right? Let's see if we have similar ideas here, but I think we'll see almost the same thing. What do you guys think?
In this case, in this game, I guess I pushed the waves much better, much more over the river.
Okay.
We laning phase, we what did we go? We won lane because we respect Vega cage, and we could play around it because Morgana shield, and we respect. I don't know who's the jungler in this match. Do you know?
Let me see. Oh,
Gragas.
Oh,
Gragas,
is
so
pretty strong.
right, but we respect, and I don't know. It feels like we're playing a different game. So in this one, we're doing pretty well against the enemy's winning conditions and jungle, and I'm doing much better in this case by farming. But sometimes I don't know. It happens like in the skating game. I'm like having a bad day, or a good day in this case in this game. So I don't play consistent. So,
Right. Consistency is an idea, right?
Yeah, but for both of us, I guess.
It's very much a. I think consistency comes with having like habits that you'll do no matter how you're feeling that day, right? And you know, keeping in mind what you're trying to work on that day as well. Because honestly, you know, there are good days and bad days. Some days where you can't think, and some days where you think a lot, right? So it definitely happens a lot. I think I don't know. My approach to it is, if I'm like having a really bad day, I'll try and like reset my mental as often as possible, right? I'll take breaks and stuff like that if I know I'm playing really poorly. So that's one thing you can do. Huh? Yeah.
I think what made us win this lane one, or made it easier to win this lane this time around, was the fact that like the enemy winning condition was so obvious. So I mean like playing against other bot lanes, if you spend like, I don't know, 10 seconds thinking about them, it's also easy. But this time it was just like, I shield my ADC, Vega Cage doesn't do anything, we win.
Yeah, it's literally only Vega.
And I recall just counting my cooldown if I ever had a shield, just to tell my ADC that we can't do anything risky right now, or tell him when I have my shield up so we can do something.
That's good.
Because
Definitely.
It was just easier this time around. More obvious.
Really obvious. It's like as obvious as it gets, honestly, right? He's doing well. Sure. I'm actually interested in the whole what's it called? The teleport here. Why do you say teleport here?
Why? Wait, let me think. I guess because I saw, and we don't need. Anyway, in this case, I want to take heal, but I miss it. So.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, sometimes it happens.
With Kai'Sa, I take heal against all in and teleport against heavy poke. But I guess in this case, I should have taken heal.
I was just wondering, you know. I think heal's a lot easier to use, but
right.
Let's see. Keep going. So far, so good. You guys are doing really well. That's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
That's kind of awkward. Interesting. Well, it's okay. He's gonna get away. Oh my god! Wait. Almost. Nice try.
No,
That
Paragraf
was
is smurfing.
that was actually gonna hit. Holy shit. That's crazy. Nice try.
I came here for two things:
feels bad.
to suck some hard candy and suck some dicks.
Goodbye. Oh, imagine if you had pressed R before stopwatch.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, what do you think happened there? Thank you for the sub, Fear.
You talk to Paragraf or to me?
Oh, just in general, both of you guys. You know, what went wrong?
Okay.
Like, what went wrong, and how do we know beforehand?
Mm,
We don't know where the jungler is.
right.
Yeah.
And
We don't see him on the
Ah.
map, so he should be around.
I mean, you did see him. You did see him bot actually. Yeah.
Yeah. And-
So, you know, when you see this, it's not bad to hit her, but when does it get weird?
when I ulted.
Not just
And
ulti, but
we have no flash. No flash now. And if Greg's comes, we die. Or at least, yeah, Morgana's dying. And
right. So this is an idea of, you know, if their jungle is bot, right? We would like to not trade if possible. So I mean, hey, if you think this is reasonable, if it is reasonable to think you can surprise her, you can go for it, right? But you want to keep in the back of your head that if this is 3v2, we want to not trade, right? You don't want to trade unless you think, you know, Kane is getting here in time or something like that. I don't know. But I think this is a little bit too forced, where it's unlikely, you know, you guys are getting something out of this. And then, you know, after it happens, you guys forgot about Gragas, right? So that's kind of awkward. Yeah, very much. When it comes to man advantage and map awareness, right? Like, if let's say their jungle is here, try and play like try and know that before you fight, it's 3v2 or whatever. Or if your jungle is close by, it's 3v3, right? Stuff like that. But it's okay. I don't think this is that bad, to be honest. Because Kane is near bot, so feels bad. Realistically speaking, he was gonna do nothing, right? So it's not like he can really do anything without his form. Oh, what are you buying? Oh, is this the new build? Are you trying to build,
yeah, I want to buy Infinity Edge first, but in the first bag I didn't have enough for a pickaxe, so I was buying
I see,
the bow.
Okay, hold on. I'm surprised this guy didn't kill you, right?
Right.
So
I ult because I was prepared for Vega ult.
Yeah. But if he ulted you, you were actually kind of doomed, I think. Even if you ulti.
Okay.
So what do you think about this? What do you think about this sequence of events?
Patience, more patience. And
Yes. Just be patient, and
this is stuff I usually flame. I would be so mad if someone joined in a fight again with like 200 HP just to die, just to make it a 1-for-1.
It's just like you know, I want you to have a very heavy focus. I only want you to focus. This is the only thing I want you to focus on is what are they gonna do, right? Because I know in this sequence of events, you're trying your hardest to land this W, right? And because of that, you know, what does he land? What can he hit you because you're so focused on this idea?
W.
You see what he's doing, right? Yeah, QWR, easy, right? So it's not that this stuff. It's not that you don't know this. It's that you just need to make this your first priority. Okay, it's exactly like the Nami example where you guys are fighting. Nami throws a bubble on your face, and you're like, oh shit, I could have flashed it, right? It's not that you can't flash it or that you don't know what she can do, because we saw you at Wolves over here, right? Remember this play where you flashed out instinctively, where you knew it was coming? It's not that you can't do it. You just need to be thinking about it before it happens, right? And that's gonna increase your consistency. The only reason why some of these plays are inconsistent is because you guys don't know what's gonna happen next, I think is a good way to put it. So I want you to predict as much as possible. All right. Oh, hold up. Oh my, you sneaky. That was really good. Wow. 200 IQ. That was really good. Oh, let's run away from this guy. All right, sure. Good, 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 good. Do you have any, you guys have, whoa, what? You guys have any questions, by the way? Did you see that? Did you guys see that? What the hell?
No.
Look at the,
Ah,
I've never seen
Yeah.
that in my life.
strange.
What the heck? Interesting, interesting. Did
was
you guys have
just-
any, sorry, what were you saying?
I was just making a joke about Scuttle trying to dodge it.
yeah. Scuttle is one of the
Okay.
harder people to hit in the game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
But do you guys have any questions so far on anything we've been talking about, or just anything else in general?
I don't think so.
That's awkward.
Right.
That's it's okay. I'm not too worried about stuff like that, right? I'm more worried about stuff where there's an extended fight going on. Do you know what your opponent's gonna do, right? Because I mean, you
Yeah.
guys don't really get caught that often, right? It's not really a problem, at least from what I can tell. So, not really a problem at all. Okay, let's keep going. I mean, we could talk about options, I guess. Okay, this is you guys are winning lane. How do you win the game? How do you extend your lead as a duo bot, right? So this is more of a support thing than it is an ADC thing, right? So what are your options here? What do you think, Paragraf?
Well,
Listen.
if I can make sure my laner is safe, I can roam, look for
Okay.
a play somewhere.
When do you
Because-
roam?
If my laner has vision, so he can't get ganked. And usually, if he can farm safely, this wave's going to bounce back to him, so I think he should be fine.
Right. I would agree, right? So when's the perfect time? I want you to tell me when. Here.
You mean in this case or in general?
In this case, because this is the usual case, we would say.
Right now, probably.
Yeah.
Should already be gone.
Exactly, right? When this wave is already on the way in, oh, we can run into the river with
There's
Kane.
also already a
Yeah.
ward down for the jungler. coming from
Yeah,
the
you're
one
like,
path.
okay, let's go counter gank mid. That you win
Yeah.
the game right there, honestly. If you pull that off as a support, you automatically win, right? Even dude, you can even do stuff like base and then go all the way top. Right? I've seen
Yeah.
that shit before. As long as your ADC can't get dove, you can actually do that. Right?
I mean, like going top or something like that, it's always seems a little risky to me. But whenever I get a back or something, and I know my ADC is just going to like accept the wave, then I usually move mid lane or try to put a deep ward down somewhere.
Exactly. So let's talk. I mean, let's look at this. What's going on here?
So mechanically speaking, I guess I missed my W ult.
I think it's a good. I think it's a good try. I think it was a good try overall. You know, I don't really have too many problems with this idea. So not bad. All right, let me see if let's watch Paragraf's point of view here. Oh, you got flashed on, so it's okay. Not as worrisome, but it is kind of funny how it's okay. I'm not too worried about that. That's fine.
I was too focused on like just shielding the cage. But I know usually, I mean, in this situation, looking at it in a replay, it's pretty obvious that like after missing the binding and shielding my ADC, I can just like sit back and maybe watch for like a peel ult or something.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
exactly.
the best I can do. There was
Nice.
no
This
reason
is-
for me to be in attack range of Vega. I mean, he
this is a high
flashed, but still.
success. Yeah, this is really good. Oh, wow, Jinx knew. It's okay. That was a really good attempt. This Veigar is here, by the way, still. So, okay, pushes out. Oh, holy
didn't know
shit!
this time
Round 2,
around.
baby. Yeah, round 2. You debated her. You're like, hey, we're not in the bush anymore, guys. And then Kane came out. So that was really good. Very nice. Where are you going here? Hold up. So you push this out. Okay, I mean you could go mid here. Yes,
Yeah,
that's reasonable.
I guess
Okay.
this was my plan.
Yeah. Wait, did Kane take it? Why didn't you go mid here? Okay, this is a new rule for you. Okay, Swagshoot, you need to push out before you base. Push and or clear before you do anything. And this is what it looks like right here. See that? And even then, get it into tower.
It's
If
kind of
possible.
funny because the both of us talked about this like a week ago or something. So
Yeah.
he already tries to like do it, but he just doesn't follow through on it entirely.
Right. So one way to help with that is ignore everything in the game and only focus on that. And then you can it'll help that a lot, honestly. Once you can kind of get this down enough times to not think about it too much, that'll help a lot. But that would actually be 10 CS a minute right there, right? That wave and a half mid, you would have 9.5 or something like that. So and then oh, unfortunate how look at the mid wave. that's actually really unfortunate because you know, I think because your team is winning, it will push towards them naturally. But yeah, that's why we got to go pick it up, is because it's going to die if you don't. So very good. This is really good here. You pushed it out. I think maybe in this game, you just feel a lot more safer to do it. So that's why you did it.
Probably.
Yeah,
And the
I
other
also
games-
guess so.
In the other game, it's the degree of safety is very much an idea of if you go push and Eve comes out, are you prepared to fight? And that's about it, right? You come up with a plan if she shows up, or you say, I need my support here, and we could 2v1 her, right? You just got to figure out some kind of way to do it. I want you to think that if you can't do it, you're losing the game as an ADC. The game is out of your control because you can't farm. So very nice. You're pushing it in over and over again. Oh, let's talk about this. This is important to talk about. So when looking at the mini map here, what should you do? What should you do?
Push top?
Yeah, push top.
Yeah,
And how do you
pressure
know?
too.
Okay.
How do you know?
Okay.
How do we know instinctively? How do we know like really fast that that's what we should do?
We see 3 people on bot lane, and Riven is also pushing in mid lane.
All right. So if you
So
push top,
if someone comes top lane, it's probably 1v2 or 2v2 at best.
Yes, exactly. So there's no reason to not push top, right? It's like what else are you gonna what else are you guys gonna do here? I'm not
Take
really
crux.
sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, that's still top. Perfect. But I don't know. Yeah, you're pathing mid here, so that's kind of awkward.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there.
Yeah, so you definitely want to. I mean, hey, I guess Lux may be inting. Nope, not quite. So you want to be when something is going on the other half of the map. Ask yourself, what can I get? Can I help or can I get something else? Right. In this case, you just push top. That's something else. So, and then oh, their team is dying. Very nice. Very good. You go mid here. That's a lot better because I don't know if you can fight this earlier, right?
Right.
Sure. If you want to be cheeky, you can try for Raptors. Oh, this is gonna be a good roam. Just hold on to your stuff. Oh, that's fine. Okay, and then oh, we're killing this guy too. Their whole team is dying one by one. I love it. Okay.
So cute. Yeah.
You can push. You can do dragon.
Oh man, this is tragic. I don't know.
Oh, he's gonna flash on you or something.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't even flash on you. Wait a minute.
Dumpster.
Tilting me.
Wait a minute. Oh.
And slow kinda
messed you up.
surprised me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't
That's.
thinking
I
about-
mean, that's not that bad. You know, I don't think that's that bad because I would have been surprised too. So that like this item is not a common problem, right?
Yeah, at the beginning of the game, we talked about Glacial Augment Vega, and he will build this, so I shouldn't be prepared for this. But I don't know. Actually, I wasn't. So.
I'm not as that's not that bad, honestly. In all honesty, that's not that bad. You want to really focus on the basic stuff, like Lissandra's walking up to ulti, Nami's gonna bubble in a 2v2, that kind of stuff, right? Like in this fight, it would be Gragas is aiming you or Lux is aiming you. So sure. Okay, hold up. Let's watch this. This is easy. Your jungle is on the way, right? Oh.
Think so?
Oh, it's not. It's no longer working. Okay, let's stop. Oh, maybe it's still working. Okay, your jungle is not coming, but that's fine. There's a solo play here somewhere. Oh.
Yep.
You're still fine.
No.
Broken champ. That's not your. I mean.
Yeah, black shield on me. Also, a little mistake there.
That's okay. I think the what do you say about this? Okay, really strong, but
I keep going after I killed Vega. And I want
Yeah,
to
you were
join.
you were trying to look for the Jinx or something like that.
Right.
Okay. As an ADC thing, it's okay. I'm not that worried. I think the real problem was not really your fault, guys. Right? This Kane was AFK. What was he
Yeah,
doing?
we
I
had
don't
horrible
understand.
team fights this match. It was really
I don't
tilting.
understand. He was going for the
We had-
red.
With
Like
so many 4v5s.
it's okay. I think if there's anything to look at, it's just never assume that they're on the way. Double check, but that's not really something you guys want to worry about right now. So that was that was just really strange. Okay. Oh, wait. Let's talk about this. What's going on here? Wait, what are you guys doing?
I'm inting.
Oh
Oh my god.
Well,
I don't.
we
I
can
don't.
talk
Blackshoot
about.
can.
I mean,
Blackshoot can save me, but
I mean, we can,
because I
yeah.
can escape the cage, but popped off so early.
I remember the situation. He was surprised that the black shield actually vanished so fast.
Yeah.
Because he got it just as the cage appeared, and it was like Lux destroyed it with like one spell.
Okay, there's two things to talk about.
I didn't
here, right?
expect looks either. Yeah.
There's two things here. Right. The first is, what do you think the first is?
I'd say it's a teleport.
All right.
Yeah.
Why are we teleporting here?
I don't know. I could catch Vega. But
But if he
ran
walks
that because
away, what do you do?
nothing, and the rest of the enemy team is missing, so it's so risky.
Yeah, I don't know what's
guess.
going on here, but what should you do instead? I think is a better way to think about it. What's your default? What is the default for ADC that we've been talking about a little bit today?
Like respect enemy team. So
The one where it's about wave management.
push
Okay, push.
Drop the river and take red.
Which wave here? Yeah, take red. I mean, yeah, you can definitely take red here, but you wanna just push mid here.
Mid lane, yeah.
Right? So if you want to do something else, this has to work. Otherwise, you're not pushing mid. And then we lost our chance to push mid. Now, I mean, now it's weird. Now Riven's pushing mid, and then she's got to go top. But then you still have to go get red. You see how like things get really weird, right? It's not ideal. And then this is the second thing we can talk about, which is, what is this?
What bait?
This is a Baron idea. Yeah. If this is already pinked, don't kill it.
Yeah, right.
Right. The only time you kill it is you think that their TP on it is gonna make a difference. That's about it. So yeah. I think you just inted it low there, but it's okay. Sometimes it happens, right? Sometimes it be like that. You guys lose this? You guys actually might lose this.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. They have a Jinx and a Veigar. So the more throws there are, the more likely you guys are to lose this.
It's mainly the team fights, so they were so horrible. It was really tilting. Because team really, I mean, I don't want to blame my teammates for losing games, but the team wanted to do so many 4v5s, it was really annoying.
Well, you guys are winning this, right? What's the reason why you guys lost this one?
I stepped into the Vega cage. I lost. Yeah.
Remember, the only thing I want you to focus on is what? For now and the next 20 games as ADC.
What can the enemy do to stop me?
Yeah.
Yes, I do not care. I would prefer you to do no damage and have awareness of the fight. Because right now, you just need to work on this thing here, right? Because it's like you're so focused on hitting this guy, it consumes you, right? And then something bad happens, and then the fight gets thrown.
Breaking
so that's the number one.
Breaking our team fight skill.
Yes, that's the number one thing. It's not that okay, sure, you might not have seen the binding. It's just that you're just looking at this guy so hard that this cage doesn't exist to you. So
Yeah, and
So
this
just-
one's like that's like one more of the consistent problems we have like in 9 out of 10 games. And like
yes,
I mean,
yes.
missing skill shots, it happens. We're just
Yeah.
humans, but it's not something that happens like in
It's
9
not
or
a
8
main problem.
games
You're not.
out of 10.
Yeah, exactly. You're not gonna lose the game to these random skill shot stuff, right? You're gonna lose the game because you're not paying attention to team fights and the habitual stuff is the stuff you want to change. Wait, this guy's actually 1v9. Oh.
Well, he is Rust after
Oh, oh no!
No, he's
Oh no, he's not 1v9. Nah, okay, good try. Oh god. All right. Well, it's okay. Hold on. What'd you do out of base here? Did you push mid? You pushed mid. Good.
Push.
I don't know what that TP was, but maybe you thought you could catch him or something, but whatever, it happens. All right.
Okay.
Don't worry about it too much. I really want you to focus on these fights. Okay.
In this case, I remember this one. Shit.
Just kill the Aurelia, right? Easy. He's gonna try and stun you too. Oh, this looks pretty easy. What's wrong? Oh, there it is. It's the it's the same thing, right?
Right.
Oh no. Okay, so here's something that might help you. All right, here's something that might help you. To help you with this idea, I want you to you can like try and hit people, but I want your default is step backwards after you attack. Right? Have you heard of this idea or have you seen it? Slash.
Of course, yeah.
Right. So always step backwards. Let me see your mouse movements here. This is why first person perspective is really important, right?
Mhm.
So here it's always step backwards and or sideways, unless 200% winning. Okay. You see where your mouse is, right?
Right.
Always backwards. I want you to think perform an action. You don't even care if it goes through or not. Step back. That way you won't run into things on accident, right? Because here you're trying to click on her, but then you accidentally step forward, and then that's how things get weird, right? So that's definitely a physical habit that'll help you. And then let's see what Paragraf can do here. What are we looking for? That was a really nice bind. The stun is something you want to look out for too, right?
Yeah,
So you wouldn't
kind
want
of
to
ate that one.
Yeah.
Although I anticipated it.
Kind of ate that one. Yeah. Remember, your job is purely figuring out what they're trying to do, and you landing binds is a no-brainer. Okay, you just save your bind until it's easy clap, which is what you did there with the teleport, right? Both of you need to focus on what they're gonna do, right? And you'll know if you've gotten better if you can watch a replay and say, I always knew what they were gonna do. Every time, right? Even you'll get to the point where you can even predict flash plays and stuff like that, right? That's what we're looking for here. Like for example, Darius flash, Gragassi flash, all that stuff. All those are very common, we would say. So, okay, go pick up mid, sure. You guys are fishing for something, that's fine. Oh, Riven is dying. What's going on here, actually? I mean, if you think you can't push mid, Raptors isn't the worst. Wait, where are you going?
I don't.
I
Riven
mean,
got caught, and I doubt this fight is already over, so I
This
can.
fight was pretty doomed.
That's fun, I guess. You can still save this. Oh, that's easy. Very nice. Let's get out. Oh, there it is, right?
Too much.
Too much. Yeah, going for too much here. So, no. Did you guys lose here? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's-
guys
fight,
lost
last
a lot
fight,
of
and-
fights. Oh no, it was a lot of fights in a row, basically, right? So
Yes.
Yeah.
the mid game was a lot better.
That's the tilting thing about this match.
Yeah, this is
Went
really good.
from 5-0
pushing-
to 8.6, so
So yeah, definitely the main concept, core concept for both of you is predict your enemy. Anytime there's a fight that breaks out, you need to know what they're gonna do. Otherwise, you can't fight. Okay. And then for laning, the big idea is I think that Kayla Morgana game was just you guys had some off proms. Don't worry about that, right? I think the bigger idea is if you have a lead, what are you gonna do with it, right? Go for support, right? For you, Paragraf, make sure you know what you can get off pushing, right? You can go ward, you can go roam, and also always remember that what do you guys, what's the plan for the jungler? I think you guys are doing really good on that, honestly. So the laning stuff isn't really the big idea. Out of lane is very much the whole, push and then vision on the objective. This is your cookie cutter strat, guys. So I don't know what was going on, but sometimes you went to the wrong side of the map and sometimes you didn't push. But if you can make it clean, the game will be infinitely easier. And then once it gets down to the fights, you guys know what you need to work on, right? You just don't look at the guy that you're trying to kill. Look at the guy that you're not trying to kill. And also for the support, target what's your most valuable job. I think is a good way to put it. How can you have the most impact? So that for that Eve game, you're just preventing Eve, right?
Yeah.
In this game, you're like, oh, peel your ADC and look for a free bind, stuff like that.
Make
let me show
Mega Cage
you.
useless.
Yeah. Let me show you. Let me see if I have some clips here that will help. But do you have any questions while I'm looking for this?
Let me think.
Might have some that I would ask later because it's like more pre-game stuff.
Okay. Here we go. This is an example. I only have ADC examples. Feels bad, but
No problem.
okay. Here we go here. I want you to tell me, how this is relevant. If you can spot like where the relevant part is.
Frame rate's kind of fucked right now for me.
Oh, really?
Same.
Yeah.
Oh
Same.
shit. Wait a minute. That's how I troll. Okay. Let's see. All right, 720p. Is this better?
Yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine. It looks better.
Okay. Good. I think it's a Discord problem. And so, see if you can spot why this is relevant. What do you think?
It's kind of funny because
We already know this clip, don't we?
I showed
really?
I showed this clip to Paragraf and one friend as well. So I don't know. I showed him this advanced teamfight mechanics, but I don't even did it as so. Yeah,
Well, I guess you've already seen it. All right. Wait, have you seen this one?
Yeah,
Oh man, did I show all of these? God
Yeah, I
damn.
watched every coaching, but I can't
This one
execute
too?
these ideas you're
Okay.
coaching.
Okay,
That's
this
the
is
main problem. I
it.
don't know why. Also,
So here's a
just,
good way to do it. Let me see. Here's a good way to do it. Okay, so here we go. Just pull up any team fight. It doesn't matter. Literally, you do this with any team fight. All right. When you go and play, look at this. If you see this, look at this, and look at this. This will help a lot. And then you also look at this. And I don't want you to care about the mechanics. I don't want you to care about hitting the closest guy. I just want you to stand here and look at what's going on. And this is what helped me the most. Is I just did that, right? And when all this is going on, I'm just looking at these people, right? And I'm looking at the map and where's everyone else? Oh, Pantheon shows up, right? I want you to have maximum awareness. So you spot everyone and then you can play the game. Your subconscious will handle it for you, I promise. You just need to keep track of where everyone is. Let me see if there's
I'll take you on that promise.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if it doesn't work out, then I guess my brain works differently. But I'm pretty sure it's everyone can kind of do this idea. Let me see if there's a good one here. I don't think I showed this one.
Yeah.
I don't think I showed this one. Did I show this one?
No, I don't know this one. No.
Okay, what is this? I don't know what it is, but the things we're looking at here, right? This dude, I'm looking at anyone but Rise, right? And that's kind of how you want to approach these fights. Don't worry about hitting this guy, it's brainless. You see what I did there, right?
Right.
How did I already know Varus was ulting? It's because I knew beforehand, that not only is that the guy I'm looking at, but of course he's gonna press R, right? So, easy, no hesitation, we can just leave. And then a bunch of random stuff is going on. And when you see this, train your instincts to look at the map and or someone else. That'll help you the most, okay? And when it comes to building this idea of predicting what people are gonna do. So, I remember what happens here. What happened there?
Spicy.
Who is that looking at? Let me pause. Who is that looking at here?
Probably Skindred. Skindred low.
I actually didn't notice Kendrick here, to be honest.
Ah,
But
okay.
let's just pretend she doesn't exist. But yeah, that would be good to notice Kendrick was there.
Yeah. Bad Q, bad ult.
Yeah, I'm looking straight at this guy.
Yeah.
Right? Why am I not looking at Varus?
He's not
like-
red. He can't stop you from playing the game right now.
Yeah, this is I think it's a Kai'Sa thing too, because I'm like, if you have Rage Blade, you always win versus ADC. So I was in my head, I was like, I just right click him, he dies. So I'm looking at Bard here, right? So that's exactly what's going on, right? Where this whole time I'm looking at this dude. Oh, he's just dead, right? And of course we can't lose because we have Rage Blade, so he has to run. So you see how this kind of idea can it'll look like this. It'll show people that you're aware of what's going on when you can do this right. Right. Let me see if this is another one. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, this is not another one. Is this another one? You guys get the idea though, right?
I guess we did.
Okay, maybe this is good. This is a good one, right? You see all this chaos, right? This is exactly how you want to approach this to work on this. There's an Urgot, there's a Fiddle, there's a Vlad, and Tryndamere is down here. That's all I want you to focus on right now. Don't worry about fighting or anything like that. All right? I just want you to take in what's going on the fight. And that way it'll help a lot. So
Do you think there's like a set of champions for bot lane that kind of help you focus on its skill by gameplay?
Yeah. It's the easier the champion is, the better this idea will work. So if you play Ashe, you know, you just stand there and you look for your ulti and then you look at them.
Yeah.
Right? Because with these champions, there are too many buttons to press and it's really hard to keep track of at first.
Yeah.
But I don't think Ashe is that great right now. So here's a good one for you is play Saber. Play Saber, guys. Because she has a spell shield. And you can't use your spell shield unless you're predicting what they're going to do. Right? So if you play Saber every game, and all you're doing is focusing on what they're trying to do and looking at the team fight as a whole, you'll know when to spell shield.
Just put a personal quest on like spell chilling important spells.
Yes, exactly. That's all you care about is knowing what they're gonna do. And then you already have the good champion for it, Morgana or Thresh, right? Thresh is really good too.
Thresh. Let's not talk about my Thresh.
I'm
gonna drop this one.
Okay.
Just wait for the nerfs.
I see. But I mean, honestly, for support, every champion you pick needs to do this. So there's not much to say, right? Alistar needs to do this. Morgana needs to do this, right? I mean, honestly, Alistar, if you play like they don't have a flash, you're gonna get screwed every time you go for a combo. So you definitely need to know this. So support. I mean, you can ask Paragraf what he does to focus on this idea. It's just it seems hard for you because you might feel the need to look at the guy you're hitting. So make sure that you are not looking at the guy you're hitting. I think will help you the most in these cases.
Okay.
All right. So what do you think? Does that kind of make sense? Did that help?
Of course, I think so. Yeah.
Do you guys have any last questions then?
Let me think.
Well, I have a fairly easy one. I would just ask you for, I don't know, some support resources, maybe like a good streamer or some I could watch. Just a personal recommendation.
Does Cord JJ stream? Let me see.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my god! All right, just watch him, dude. Cord JJ,
okay.
Ole, Solo Q vids,
All right.
Afro, any of these guys who play
Some
smart,
NA
I think is what
supports.
you want to look for. Yeah. Really, any of these guys who play really smart, who consciously are looking at the map and predicting their enemy. So all these LCS supports, they kind of have to do that, right? I think you don't even have to listen to them. You can just mute their VODs and watch and study
Analyze
how
the
they react.
gameplay.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Like why are they going where they're going, And in the fights, what are they thinking about? Those are the two targets you're looking for. And that'll help you a lot, right? For example, one of the ways I learned that support needs to be following the ADC or counter ganking and stuff is because I've seen it before. I saw it and I was like, holy shit, that's what they're doing. He's just hiding, waiting for his ADC to get jumped, or he waited for his ADC to push before going to ward, right? And stuff like that. So you can definitely take a look at those guys and try and copy what they're doing, right? You can even see, all he's really good for is seeing when to roam, because when he roams, his ADC is safe, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's been streaming recently, but yeah, I would say Core JJ is S tier. You can watch Afro, right? Afro has really good mechanics. So yeah, that's what I would recommend.
All right.
Anything else?
Do you have another tip on like constructing a game plan and load screen or something? Just like, I don't know, like easy things to look
Yeah,
for
sure.
that will help you
So,
build one.
Let's say we're playing this lane, right? What's the ideal wave management against these guys? What do we go over?
Push into the tower.
If you can push, I mean, at this level they will let you push, I promise, right? The level that they will not let you push is like challenger / master or whatever. These guys will give you an opening, I promise you. Okay, so you just push, you just auto tag, you push, make sure you don't get poked, and then you can do something off that, right? And then you'll say that's your first game plan. And then the second game plan is once you push, what can you do? Oh, this guy's really weak, maybe you can go and control the river / roam. How's the roam looking? TF versus Lissandra, that looks really easy.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay, we can go mid. Sometimes you can't go mid. Maybe it's like a Fizz or a Vladimir or something. You're like, okay, never go mid unless something crazy happens. But you can see how you can kind of come up with like a soft game plan of wave management, right? The mechanics part of it, you guys already know, like shield stun and then land binding and all that stuff. But then look at the wave management part of it. I think is a good way to view it as a support. Like, do you want to push? Do you want to keep it in the middle? Do you want to freeze? Right.
Alright, so just look for like the 3 positions under that tower, under our tower, neutral position.
Yeah, and look at jungle matchup, right? What's gonna happen in the jungle and mid matchup? Is anything weird gonna happen, like Aurelion Sol gonna roam down, or you have a Cassidon?
I see. How did the champions affect our lane, or how can we affect the lanes?
Yes, your job is, if a fight breaks out, are you guys running or going forward? Do you know what to do?
Okay.
So, yeah. Like with the Gragas example, you guys didn't want to fight necessarily unless you had something crazy going on. So, because Gragas is on the way, and your Kane can't help because he had no form and no ulti, right? You see how that kind of works, where you know the outcome of the fight before it happens, on average. And then also, if they have like a Pantheon top or a Kled, look for that too, I guess. So,
yeah. All right.
Yeah. Both of you guys really want to be looking for it, but if anyone has to look for it, it's you, right? The support in jungle is really the guys making stuff happen. So I mean, let's come up with some game plans here, right? Like in this example, what would you do? What's the plan?
Push into the tower as well, and don't have the wave in the middle of the lane because they're all in. And
yeah, you guys just hard push, right? And then how do you stop this, Thresh flash play into a gank? Well, what are you doing here if that happens?
Beginner shield.
Yeah. Well, who are you trying to bind if that happens? Right, as a support, who are you aiming?
Well, I should aim my binding for Thresh, because trying to bind Sivir doesn't make much sense if she has a shield
so
up.
Sivir will shield it, and if you bind Thresh, he flashes it, right? / he has aftershock. So you see how that becomes a problem?
Yeah, I do.
So who do you aim here? This is important because if you can't figure it out beforehand, it's impossible in the middle of it, right?
Unless I'm not that fast.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not that fast either, right? So you always have to plan it out. So who do you aim here?
Well, I guess
usually aim ADC, but
yeah,
you can also usually.
I mean, if I'm like Morgana, like champion specific, I can like shoot the Q and then put a torment.
Okay, but like in general, let's say you're playing anything. You're playing Alistar, you're playing Zyra, you're playing.
In general, always focus ADC.
Well, remember they have a gank. He's trying to flash play in Lantern. You guys remember the plan is push, and if they try and gank you, who do you aim?
Okay. Okay.
What's the strategy? Who do you aim?
Well, I mean, if I can see the lantern and stuff, I might try to just bind the Kha'Zix.
Yeah, we're trying to bind the Kazakhs, right? And then if you get to the point where you come back from lane and you both have one item, and you say, if they gank, I'm gonna flash bind Kazakhs. We're gonna one shot him, right? You see
Yeah.
how this works, where they try and go for a gank, and you guys already have a response prepared, and you auto win, right? So that's kind of the thinking you want to be doing. Is
I
you
see.
push, and then what do you do when they try and stop you, right? So how about this one? What's the strat here? This is the whole trading poking thing you guys have problems with, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what happens? So it's the same thing, right? We'd push, and then Twitch comes out. Okay, we have to aim Twitch, or we're doomed, right? So one thing that'll help you a lot is when you're pushing, don't trade. All right, that's the big one. When you're pushing, don't trade, and then it'll help you with these 2v3s. So, oh, this is different.
Don't push. Just keep the wave in the middle of the lane, so
And how do you
we can
how do you
find
all in?
engages.
How do you all in here?
Not get hit by Vel'Koz too much, so we're healthy.
Yeah,
So here's a
stay.
support trick you should know on Alistar. And let's say you don't have Hex Flash, because that makes things interesting. All right, let's move this here, and zoom in. All right.
Hello.
Can't hear you right now.
Same for me. I don't know if it's me, but I think it's Saber.
There we go.
No.
And
What?
we're back.
Wait. Oh, you can hear me now? Wait,
Yeah.
my mic was like broken or something. Okay, well, that's really
Nah, it
weird.
works now. It works.
Okay.
Right.
You didn't hear anything I said, right? Okay, so if they're
No.
pushing you in like this is how you make an all-in happen. You see that? You just go like that.
Ah, okay, I see.
So you can do that, right? If you say you can't find it, you can do something like
Yeah.
this. So that's basically what you can do there. And let's say you guys push them in. What can you do here if you push them in? Because you can push them in if you're playing Alistar, right? After first base, yeah, level 3. This is what is this?
I mean, I'm just gonna like step with my jungler and
And we're gonna
look
kill
for
this
an
dude,
invade.
right? Yeah,
easy.
We're gonna
No
kill this
problem.
guy.
Same for mid lane, honestly.
Easy. And then this is a spicy one. You go mid to show, and they start pushing. You come back and kill them, right? Gank your own lane. That's a really common one at this level. They just like, oh, let's push because you see him. That's not really necessarily always the correct idea. So, this is the one we saw. Feels bad. And then this one. I mean, this is all. I mean, look, everyone's playing these weak junglers. You just hard shove all day. Here we go. This is a different one. What do you do here?
I don't know. It's kind of safe till level 6 Pantheon. So we can.
Wait, Pantheon is safe.
No, we are safe till
Oh, you're
Pantheon is
safe?
level 6.
Are you sure? What about Pantheon? Level
okay,
5 Pantheon is not scary.
Okay, maybe he is. I guess.
It's the same thing, right? What is our plan when he comes to gank? So remember, it's always gonna be like, oh, they're gonna start with the flash flare and lantern him in. What do you do?
I mean, I can just W the Pantheon. Should be fine.
If you W
Depending on-
Pantheon, Vayne just kills you and you can't flash away, right?
Yeah.
Remember the one we did up, which one? What do we say for this one? The same thing. Thresh, flash, flay. Lanterns in. What do
Yeah,
we do?
it's binding the Kha'Zix.
Yeah, binding the Kha'Zix? Alright, in this example, what can you do?
Oh, I don't see it right now.
We can try and go for some kind of one-shot the Pantheon, right?
Yeah.
But if you
okay.
think that can't work because Vayne's gonna condemn you, then okay, then we just don't be in flash flay range. So
Yeah.
yeah, so does that kind of help?
Yeah, definitely does.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Not
I
for my
guess.
part.
Same for me. All these things we
Okay.
have talked about will fix our
Cool,
issues.
cool.
I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I want you to like only focus on this idea, only, right? Of reading your opponent and team fight awareness, like looking at everyone else in the team fight. And these two things will kind of help you the most in your gameplay, I think, right? I want you guys to, when you guys duel, I want you to remember that you will know if you are succeeding at this if you're never surprised, right?
Yeah.
Literally never. Like the gank comes, oh, we knew that was coming. TP behind you, we knew that was coming, right? This guy's trying to flash and ulti you, you knew that was coming, all right? We want to get to that point. And then by that point, you guys will have different problems. So, sounds good?
Yeah, sounds good.
It sounds good, right?
Alrighty, awesome. I will upload this to YouTube and send you guys the link later tonight. But if that is all, then I guess good luck in your games and have a good night. It's nighttime over there, right? So
Yeah,
So,
it is.
Yeah.
have a good night. Tell me how the games are going.
We will.
Yeah, we'll do.
Thanks.
Awesome. All right.
Thank you, man.
Good night. Bye bye.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.